Hello, Leos. This is your tarot monthly tarot card reading for March of 2022. So here, the top row here represents kind of the overall feel of the month, and then each card here represents each week. So this would be week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So let's get started. So first up, you have the Queen of Swords. Now, this card is about being honest, opinionated, knowledgeable, and like an independent thinker, unbiased, direct, and a direct communicator. Like you cut right through it. You get right to it. No sugarcoating. It can indicate that you need to be precise and have all the relevant information needed. You're able to use your intellect and have unbiased judgment while also remaining flexible and open to receive input from other sources. This card represents leading from the head. It represents like taking in consideration all the facts and establishing clear boundaries. So next up, you have the Ace of Cups. And this is about new emotional situations. The stirring of feelings, opening of the heart, love, new relationships, compassion, and creativity. This is the beginning of some emotional situation. It represents an offer, a new crush starting, beginning of a friendship, divine love and compassion are pouring through you. So then you have Two of Cups, which is all about friendship, partnerships, beginning of a new romance, attraction, shared feelings, unified love, mutual attractions, and it's all about blossoming new relationships or someone needs your attention. You're making romantic connections. This is mutual partnerships of all kinds. It could also be about bringing people together. It could indicate, if you're single, that a new person is entering your life, or if you're married, this could indicate that you're kind of reconnecting with what, if you kind of had like your relationship fizzled a little bit, this could be you two kind of like reconnecting, like getting that spark that you could be kind of going like, okay, we've been together forever. It's kind of stale. So we need to like have the spark back. So it could be you two kind of actively trying to like get that spark. And this also could indicate like if this is a friend, it could indicate like somebody's being really supportive to you. Okay, so then for the first week, you have the Four of Wands, and this is all about stability. It could indicate weddings, celebrations, coming together, social events, relaxation. It kind of is like a warm and stable period of time. You're enjoying yourself. You're having a nice time. This card represents like this situation isn't forever. Obviously nothing's forever, but it's enjoy yourself in the moment because you're going to have to get back to work or life is going to move forward once again. So it indicates just really enjoy that moment. And it also could be celebrating a milestone. So if you completed something, it kind of is that like warm celebratory feeling. So then you have the Chariot, which is all about confidence, courage, overcoming obstacles, willpower, like action and being determined. This card represents like movement and triumph over obstacles. Like you're going to encounter obstacles in your way, but you are going to just like roll right over them. Like you're going through them, you're aware of them, but you are determined and you are going to get it done regardless. It also is that you might need to strategically deal with problems. Like you could see something going on your path and you might have to like strategically maneuver. So in this card, she has the two ways. So she's going to have to strategically figure out which is the best way to get to her goal. So then you have the Ace of Wands. And this is all about exciting new beginnings, drive, inspiration, new opportunities, growth, and potential. This is kind of with the creativity and passionate endeavors. This could be both like your professional ones or just personal stuff. It's just starting something new that you're super excited about, and you're taking the first steps towards following your heart in something. So then you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is kind of financial opportunities. It can be like a bonus or some financial or career help. This doesn't indicate like you're going to come into a lot of money, but it could be something a little. If it is regarding finances, it could be like you get like a little bonus. Like let's say your tax refund or something. Maybe you're winding up, you're getting more than you thought you'd get back, or if you owe, maybe you're owing less than you assumed you were going to have to owe. So this could be some kind of monetary. You're not going to be retiring from it, but it could give you like a little bit of a help in a sense. So something, a little bonus or something kind of good is coming your way with that. Now you have 3 aces in this reading, and 3 aces are assigned because you have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles. And now this is a sign of good luck. So this reading, I thought it was really interesting because I kind of feel like you have a lot of love stuff happening and celebration, and kind of, it's really like a nice reading. So putting everything together here, I think your overall feel for the month is you're going to be this level-headed, you're going to be using your intellect, and you're going to be going forward, tackling problems kind of in a strategic way. But I do think you will be having a lot of, you'll be feeling love, I think. I think these cards are all about love here. So I think this could be that you might be meeting somebody new, or it could just be that you're happy, you're feeling kind of, you're just feeling loving, and you're just kind of sharing that in a sense with the world. So, or the people around you, you're having a good day, you're having a good mood. And with this could be that you might be meeting somebody who, if this is for, let's say, like a career thing, this could be like a mutual partnership career-wise that is going to be beneficial to both of you. Or it could indicate you might be meeting somebody romantically, or just even making a new friend, or somebody that has your best interests at heart, and they're working with you, and it's you guys are like kind of coexisting or co-working together successfully. So, but for the first week, the Four of Wands is all about kind of celebration. So I think you're going to have something to celebrate. I mean, this could be you starting something new, or going on a new venture or a new project, or I don't know, you're starting something new. Maybe like you've always wanted to try something, and you're finally like, you know what, I'm just going to give it a go. And you're kind of celebrating that new start to it. So the first week, I feel like this is saying that you're going to be kind of going through like a week of celebration. There's something exciting. Maybe you had some kind of good news that came. Maybe you finished a project or a class or something where you're kind of happy. It could have been a stressful class where it was just like, oh, were you going to get through it? Were you not going to get through it? And you might have just are happy that finally you finished it and it's done and over with, and you can just move on with your life. But going into week 2, I feel like this is really going on with this. I think that you have some type of determination with something, and you know that there's obstacles in your way, but you're going to get it done. Like, you are going to finish it. I mean, I know a lot of schools, I think they're finishing up in the next few months. So this could really be, if you're a student or even if you're a teacher or something to do with that, where you're celebrated a milestone, but you're not fully finished yet. You still have to go, but at least you kind of have that, I can get through it. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to be strategic about the way I'm moving forward. So I think that's great. And then Ace of Wands is new beginnings. So maybe you're deciding to take action in a different kind of way, or trying something new that kind of you maybe wanted to try, but you weren't doing it that way. So this could be coming from like the strategic aspect. Sometimes it could be like, okay, well, let's just say if this is a class, the class is tricky. It might not be your strong suit. It might not be exactly what you might not be brained that way. We're all different, but maybe week 2 to week 3, you realize, okay, well, I could go get a little extra help from the tutor or something, or I could do this, or maybe I understand it using a different, I don't know, formula or different kind of explanation. Maybe there's somebody on, let's say, YouTube or something that explains it in a way that it just resonates with you, and you're like, oh, okay, I can understand this math problem better, or something like that. So you're doing something in a new way. And I think whatever changes you're going to be making, I feel like that is actually going to lead to success for you, because at the end you close out the month with kind of getting a boost or having some kind of like success or the start of something, but you're kind of like, you gain something from this. So I think this is really positive. I think it could be, for some of you are maybe trying a new venture or a new project, and I think it's kind of like you're celebrating starting it, and then you kind of start it and maybe there's a few bumps along the way, but you figure out how to navigate those bumps, and by the end of the month you're feeling very confident, and you're kind of maybe gaining some either monetary reward from it, or just some reward that you feel is valuable to you. Because I do feel like even though the pentacles are kind of monetary, I think sometimes rewards can be, I think value is many different ways. It could be many different things for people. So yeah, so I think that's a really exciting reading for you guys. And I think you're going to be able to do all this because you have this kind of, like you're an independent thinker here. And this, you're being flexible, because she listens to other people's opinions. So she has her own opinion, but she's willing to hear other people's opinion, because sometimes other people definitely have good suggestions. Whether or not you use their whole opinion or go along it their way, other people sometimes can contribute to things and see things in a different way. So I think that is actually really, that is causing you to kind of have like a really nice flow with everything. So I have a bunch of oracle cards. So let's see with some of these oracle decks, like what we find out. Because I love tarot because it's kind of like you're going on a journey. You start off with one thing, and then all of a sudden, like through the oracle cards, it kind of describes it a little bit more fuller or a little bit differently. So, okay, so we're going to start off with these. These are the Daily Crystal Oracle deck. Okay, one card for my Leos, please. One card for my Leos. One card for Leos. Okay. Oh, you got Smoky Quartz. Let It Go. Oh, this Let It Go. Let's see. I'm thinking the Let It Go could probably fit between here and here. So between week 2 and week 3. So the Chariot, she's on a journey, and you could be holding on to something, and by you letting whatever go, now you have this kind of new idea, or you feel kind of inspired or a little bit more creative, and it helps you kind of propel forward. So I'm going to stick that Let It Go, that Smoky Quartz, between those two things. And let me do your Chakra. This is the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. Okay, one card for the Leos. One card for Leos. Ooh, Enlightenment. That's exciting. Okay, so let me just see what the deck, the book actually has to say on Enlightenment. But that's super exciting. I feel like that also could kind of go between these 2 weeks, because, you know, you're kind of, maybe you let something go and you're having like kind of an epiphany moment to try things in a different way. That's super exciting. Well, let me stick them on top there. Enlightenment. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, Enlightenment. Okay, so key ideas here is path to enlightenment. The reluctant sage, taking time alone to connect, trust your intuition, needing solitude, time for reflection. And the inspiration part of this is, at this time, your journey is more important than your destination. Remember, if you face your fear, you will grow stronger. Relief awaits. So that is very interesting. Okay, so let's see. What else do we have for you guys over here? Okay. So this is the Illuminated Tarot right here. Let's see what this guy says for you. Okay, one card for my Leos. One card for my Leos. One card for Leos. One card for Leos. Come on, guys. One card for Leos. Okay, here we go. You have the Six of Diamonds. So let's see. I don't know if you can see the Six of Diamonds. Let's see what the Six of Diamonds has for you. Six of Diamonds. Oh my God. So this is about charity, harmony, and cooperation. So this is definitely going to go over here because this has to do, obviously this is kind of about, like, you know, I guess cooperation if they're in a sense. So that's interesting in harmony because these two have harmony and chemistry together. So that's exciting. So that's really good. Okay. So let me see. Okay. Now let's do your energy oracle cards. Let's see what these guys have to say. One card for Leos. Okay. Ooh, blossoming abundance. So I'm going to put that right there. Okay, so let's see what this blossoming abundance has to say. I'm going to drop stuff. Okay. Blossoming abundance. That's card number 3. Increasing wealth and value. So that's definitely going with this Ace of Pentacles. That's exciting. That's really exciting. Let's see if this book says anything else that I feel like. This card signals a new increase in wealth, possibly in a dramatic and unexpected way. The universe is blessing you and helping the fruits of your labor to blossom. Oh, that's exciting. So that definitely, I feel like whatever you're doing here, you're going to gain the rewards from this. Okay, so I want to do the Halloween Oracle. So let's see what your Halloween Oracle card says for you. Okay, we need one card for my Leos. One card for Leos, please, Halloween Oracle. One card for Leos. Oh, this one kind of wanted to jump out. Ooh, forgiveness, reducing burden. Let's see what that has to say. Because I'm wondering if that is kind of a little bit of... let's see. You know what? Because I would probably feel like it would go in between these things, but I feel like maybe this Ace of Cups, it could relate to that because that's about kind of stirring of feelings, opening of the heart, having compassion, love, and everything. So maybe by you kind of releasing or forgiving something, it is able for you to kind of remove those blocks if something was blocking you, and you can kind of find peace in a sense. And then through that, you're finding like happiness. So let me just take a look at the book and see what that one has to say. Okay, let's see what forgiveness has to say for you guys. Okay, here we go. It is said that it takes a big person to apologize, but in many ways it takes an even bigger person to forgive. When we hold grudges, the negative energy is incredibly toxic. It is like drinking a poison and expecting the other unforgiven person to die. While we may even harbor feelings of revenge, it is important that we move those feelings along to forgiveness and release as soon as possible for our own health and well-being. And this says, if you had chosen this card, think about who it is that you could be forgiving, and that includes yourself. So maybe this could even indicate that you need to, like, everybody makes mistakes. People make mistakes all the time. But maybe you need to kind of forgive yourself. If it is to do with yourself, you're going to know, obviously. And you can move on from it. So that is really powerful. So that definitely is really powerful. So okay, so I want to read, this is your Dark Mirror. This is the Dark Mirror Oracle. Now, I really like this deck. It's super creepy. It's right up my alley. But it's one of those that the book, where did I put, here it is. it's very some people will get this deck right away and be like, oh yeah, I totally understand. It's one of those a little bit more maybe abstract geared minded type of decks for or descriptions for people. I'm not quite the most abstract minded person that's ever walked the earth, so the descriptions can be a little tricky for me, but you know what, it's not going to stop me from giving it a go. So here we go. I'm gonna piece it together for you guys. I'm gonna see what I get, and if you guys get something different from this, you go with what you feel. Always trust your own intuition. Okay, I need one card for Leos, please. One card for Leos. One card for the Leos. Okay. One card for Leos. These decks don't want to talk to me today. Come on. All right, here we go. Here we go. Where was it? I saw you jump out. Where did you go? Ooh, what is this? Black flower fragrance. So let's see what black flower fragrance has for you guys. Let's see. Let us see. It's number 16. Okay, hopefully this is one that I understand right away. Okay. Okay, so basically it's like they use the F word here, and my mom watches these, so I can't use that word. So it says, the world is unfair, and there's an expletive off, dear world. Expletive you. So we're going to leave it right there like that. Okay, so there's a lot of, this deck is broken up into different stages of grief. So this is the anger stage. So, okay, so here we go. Love is not a white dove, nor it turns people into angels. Love can be ugly. Love can be cheap. Love can be rotten. But even ugly love has a right to exist. Even cheap love can rise to the sky. Even rotten love has the dignity of eternity. Okay, so moving forward a little bit, it says, even if you are wrong, you still have the right to be angry. Okay, so what I can gather from this, I think for me, this is saying that you, because I'm taking these ones as kind of like your overall, I don't want to say negative, as a block or something that you need to work on or you need to acknowledge, for the month of March, let's put it this way. Some kind of negative aspect of your life maybe that you've been hiding or kind of not dealing with, that this could be like an overall kind of, because, you know, nobody's perfect. There's always some kind of funny business going on with something. So I'm thinking that this is kind of saying, in a sense, that, because it lists a whole lot of negative things, but it's saying like, but they have the right to exist. So even if you are feeling a certain kind of way, I'm going to take this as this, because if this is in the anger stage, it's the feeling and kind of having those emotions that I wonder if this is going with a forgiveness now, because even if you're feeling a certain kind of way, you have the right to feel that kind of way. But I'm going to take it as you have the right to feel that kind of way, but don't let it consume you. Because with the forgiveness card, this might be kind of what you need to, I don't want to say get over, because not everything is easy. Just build that bridge and just get on over it. But it might be like your challenge for the month is to either forgive a person that has done you wrong, or forgive yourself for maybe doing something you didn't really mean to do or you regret doing. So I think that is going to be kind of like the challenge for the month, the overall challenge you may experience. But I think by kind of throughout the month, you're going to wind up, I really believe you're going to wind up kind of overcoming that in a sense, because you have so many positive cards here. So it could just be something about like having to like accept your feelings on something, because sometimes that's like super powerful when you just like take back that power. Like if somebody did you wrong, you're no longer like, almost like you're not taking it in the victim mentality anymore. You're kind of like, you know what, they messed up, they screwed me over, but I'm taking my power back. I'm standing my ground, and from here on out, like I'm going my own path. Like I'm forging my own way, and I don't need to worry about them anymore. So I think by you kind of potentially, if this resonates with you, if it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry about it. But if it's something that it could mean that you might need to just regroup, You get your power back, Leos, and because good things are coming for you. But I think that could be kind of an overall theme. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. So let's see where else I'm in my horde here. Okay, so let's do your little fortune cookie. Okay, one fortune for Leos. Hold on, I screwed up. One fortune cookie for my Leos. Fortune cookie for the Leos. Okay, I need one card, guys. One card. Oh, that was too many cards. Hold on a second here. Oh, Leos. Oh. So we have sexuality. I'm going to bring this close so I can read it properly. Okay, we're going to read it properly. Okay, here we go here. Existing relationships could find a new passion and heightened sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family life are strong, but if single, beware of temptation that could lead to trouble. A child will also bring great joy. Okay, Leos. Okay, you have a lot of love stuff happening here. So let me I feel like I'm awakening a little bit. I think I started off the video a little slow, a little like low energy, but now I feel like I'm the coffee's kicking in and I'm kind of getting into this now. So I feel more myself at this moment. So you have a lot of, what was this again? This was about relationships too. Hold on a second here. Sometimes I forget things. You have a lot of love stuff. So I'm wondering, let's just say, because you really have a lot of love stuff going on here. I think it could be new partnerships or business partnerships. So it could really resonate on whatever level it resonates with you. But you have a lot of things kind of happening. I wouldn't be surprised if you do find somebody, if you're single, if maybe there's a little attraction to somebody, a little, But, where was I thinking here? What am I going? Let me get a minute here. So, you have, let me just check out, hold on a second here. Give me 1 second. So, okay, so the Six of Diamonds being the card of charity, harmony, and cooperation. So I just feel like, and you got the sexuality card, and then with the forgiveness and this fragrance thing, this black flower fragrance, I think that you might need to maybe somebody, this is talking, if this is a relationship or even a business partnership, it could just be kind of take it how it works for you, but maybe somebody really screwed you over and you need to kind of accept your feelings on that and kind of start, because that's a lot of times starting the healing process is to kind of accept the situation, but then realize that you are in your own power and you are the creator of your own destiny. And sometimes it's you need to, even if you're not forgiving the person, you have to forgive yourself for either being put in that situation, dealing with the shenanigans as long as you did. Sometimes there's a lot of different levels of forgiveness, and it's not always easy, and it doesn't just wake up one morning I'm fine, I can forgive these people. So it's not always easy, but I think this is saying that you have a lot of good stuff coming to you, and I think you have maybe new romantic relationships or just something, it's things are kind of, see, you got even the letting go over here. Look at this. So you have forgiveness, you have this thing of I'm going to say just kind of being yourself and accepting stuff and having the right to kind of feel the way you feel. And then you have letting go, and then the Enlightenment card. I feel like through because she's about being kind of a rational thinker as well. I feel like through that, you're going to be able to kind of really, in a sense, start anew and maybe celebrate moving forward or releasing that burden. Because this celebration could be really, it's going to be different for everybody. Tarot is not a cookie cutter. It's different for everybody. But this could even be you finally releasing some baggage that you've been carrying, emotional baggage or, some kind of thought process, and you're just releasing it and you're moving forward. And through that, you're kind of, you're thinking or you're starting new things, or you're doing things in a different way. You have some creative burst of inspiration, and it's going to be good for you going forward. You're going to be able to kind of move on and just go on. So I think that's really, really great. That is so interesting. See, sometimes these things, they kind of that's why I like playing with this stuff. Okay, so I do have 2 love cards. Let's go take a look at your love cards. So we have the Lover's Oracle here. Okay, let's see what this has to say. This is for, like, you know, some of you are not interested in love, but I'm just going to pull it anyway because, you know, some are. Okay, let's just see what this guys have to say to my Leos. Let's see what it has to say to the Leos. Okay, I need 1 card. These are hard to shuffle because they're hearts. 1 card for the Leos. Oh my God! This came out too! Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Man, you guys really have something going on that I think there's some emotional, mental block, burden that you have to, I'm not saying build that bridge and just like get on over that bridge, Leo, just, you know, pack those bags. But there's something maybe that's been kind of hindering you, weighing you down, making you feel not in your power. And I think you need to kind of move it forward a little bit. So let's take a look at this one as well. Okay, what do you have to say? This is the Romance Oracle deck. What do you have to say for the Leos? Leos. What do you got to say for the Leos? Okay, wait. So this one, wait, hold on. I screwed up. Hold on, sorry. Okay, let's try it again for my Leos. Come on, cards. Come on. Okay, where do we got here? Ooh, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So, I wonder, somebody there. But it's funny, because the second one that actually, because a couple of them, like, turned upright. You know what? I'm going to read all of these to you, because there was a few that actually, sometimes when you shuffle, they, like, couple turn upright, and I usually just take the top one. But the second one under was free yourself. It's time to take a break. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, which I feel like is going with this. And then you got love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And then the fourth one that came upright was getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bonds deepen. So I feel like that goes with this up here, but there's something you definitely have to kind of just let go of, and free yourself. And it also is loving yourself first, because honestly, if you don't love yourself, who is going to love you? You know, you're going to love yourself more than anybody else loves you in the world. So you got to always love yourself. So, okay. I love me some inspirational quotes. Oh, and Leos, I forgot. Sorry. Think of a question for the Magic 8 Ball for the month of March. So we'll get into the 8 Ball in a second. I forgot about the 8 Ball. Okay, so think of a question. Okay, so let's see your inspirational quote. What inspirational quote is for the Leos? Inspiration for the Leos. Oh, I screwed everything up. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second. I just really kind of messed everything up. But this one actually jumped out by himself. This one says, sometimes you just have to ride the wave you're given. So I'm going to take this one. I feel like that's kind of going with the Chariot here, because this is about, like, you know the direction you want to go. You know where you want to be. But there's obstacles in the way, and sometimes you have to reroute. It's like the GPS. You miss one thing and it reroutes you. So this could be, sometimes you just have to ride the wave you're given, is because it's telling you, like, you might have to reroute. It's not going to be perfect. Your journey is not perfect. Nobody's journey is perfect, unfortunately. But you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. I think that's really great. So let's also do this. Why is this one upright? Hold on a second here. I think I screwed. So we're going to do the Spirit of the Dish. This is your food fortune tarot. I mean, this is out of everything. I mean, come on now. Like, this is the answer to the question here. Okay. What Spirit of the Dish is going to be with the Leos for March? What Spirit of the Dish is for Leos for March? Let's take a look. Come on, guys. Okay, this one jumped out. Oh, You got the Knight of Mains, which is like the spaghetti and meatballs. So I feel, because what was that movie? The little with the dogs and the meatballs and the spaghetti? Well, you know, guys know, with the Disney movie, I think it was Disney. With the dogs, whatever that was. Was it the Dalmatians? I don't know if they were Dalmatians. I think they were Lady and the Tramp. That's what it was. So I feel like maybe if you are, you know, having dinner with somebody, maybe a little spaghetti meatball, a little Italian never hurt anybody, okay? Okay? So, yeah, so that's that. So that kind of reminds me of the Lady and the Tramp and the scene where they're like kind of on the same string of pasta and then they kiss. So you never know. So you never know about that. Okay, so let me do... Okay, let's get your stone. Let's see what stone wants to come out for you guys. Joy. Oh, see, that's really nice. I really think it's going to be a good month. I think you might be battling some kind of like heavy stuff a little bit, but I think you're going to be okay because you got like, you know, you got some heavy stuff going on here, but I think you're going to be okay. I think it's going to kind of wind up you feeling better about everything. And now we're going to do some, let's see what letters and numbers you get. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so we got P-Y... U R 0 1 4 1 D 5 and V. So that is your letters and your numbers. Maybe they have some significance to you. I don't know. So now let us do. It is time to ask the almighty magic 8-ball. Here we go. Think of your question, Leos. Think of your question. Okay, here we go. Oh, mystical, magical, mighty 8-ball, the mightiest balls of all the balls ever created in the universe. What is the answer to Leo's March 2022 question? Ooh, it says signs point to yes. Oh, that's exciting, guys. Signs point to yes. So that's what the 8-ball says. He says, like, you know what? It's a good sign. It points to yes. Hopefully it was like a question that you wanted a yes, but okay, there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have a wonderful March. Okay, bye.